Hello everybody. I wanted to give you some updates about things at the shop. The first is obviously many of you have seen our post about the new sandwich, the Country Club. After this video, or at the end of my announcements, you'll see a video training you on how to prepare it. Please stick with the recipe. You know how John and I feel about following the recipes. The next food thing would be the deli style sandwiches, which are just cold sandwiches that can be ham or turkey, of course, with their choice of bread and cheese. And then we would offer that with lettuce and tomato, which is found in the refrigerator. 2 slices of tomato and then 2 pieces of lettuce. In the morning, it's important that you prep some lettuce by pulling it out of the container, rinsing it and patting it dry with paper towels, and slicing some tomatoes. Those of you that are keeping counts, if we get low on lettuce or tomato, just add that and communicate with what we need. Also, with those deli style sandwiches, you can recommend that they grab their mayonnaise and mustard at the condiment station. Okay, so that's food. Also food wise, we're gonna start with beignets, which are French donuts. We'll start those this Saturday at the farmer's market, as long as there's no rain. We'll be doing those every Saturday at the farmer's market, outside, not in the shop. We'll also have market lemonade and market coffees, iced coffees outside that we're selling out of a cooler in mason jars. We'll have a card reader outside, so it's not, unless you're working outside with John or myself, you don't have to keep up with all of that, but just kind of a heads up. The mason jars will have our logo on them, and it'll be $5 the first purchase, and then if they bring it back the next week, next Saturday, then they would get $1 off their next drink. Also, we have a couple new lattes from Elizabeth from Hey Hey May. They are adaptogenic teas that are really good for you. There's a paper behind the register that I'd like for all of you to read that explains what adaptogens are in detail, and I want you to be able to educate our customers when they ask about it. But the long and short of it is that adaptogens balance our stress levels, whether there are high highs or our low lows, and so they just adapt to what our body needs. The 2 drinks, the Hey Hey Latte and the Hey Hey Happy, like I said, they're both very herbal, really strong herb flavors, earthiness to them. The recipes will be in the recipe book, but just real briefly, we'll brew them in batch and refrigerate them. And then, depending if they want it or hot or cold, we would heat it up by putting it in the frothing pitcher along with some powdered coconut milk, so that it heats it up. And the powdered coconut milk is in the back kitchen. I'll give you more videos on those too, but really for now, read the tutorial so you can understand what adaptogens are. They do not taste like regular lattes at all. I like them, but you know me, I like interesting flavors. But the people who are coming for this are not the same people who are coming for a caramel macchiato. These are people who want a drink that's full of health benefits for them, and they don't mind flavors that are not typical. Okay, so it's food and drink. The next thing I want to tell you about are some shop upkeep. We have put out the tables out front, just to begin our outdoor seating season, which that means that there are umbrellas that have to be put out and taken in every single day. I do not ever want the umbrellas to be left out. We have had a lot of trouble in the past with storms overnight, and it just damages them, and they're not cheap. So it's on the closing list, so there's no reason for you to forget to do it, because if you're closing, then you know that you have to get the umbrellas and you would check off on it. if you leave the umbrellas out and they are destroyed, we're going to have to talk about who would be responsible for replacing that, because I have spent a fortune on these umbrellas and it's not anyone's fault in the past. We just have to make it a mandate that you put them out and take them in every day. I don't want you to put the umbrellas inside. I want you to put them in the little storage unit that's kind of to the side of the building. That little like big plastic chest type thing. With that being said, you don't have to take the bottom pole or the base off. You can just unclick the top of the umbrella and put the tops of the umbrellas in that. That way all you have to do is grab it and you're not putting it all together in the mornings. Don't forget to put them out in the mornings too. I don't really want to drive by and not see them out unless it's a solidly rainy day. We can adapt to weather should weather come throughout the day, but if it starts out sunny and good weather, then I'm expecting the umbrellas to come out. Also, since more people will be staying outside, let's be diligent about checking the outside garbage and making sure that that doesn't get nasty. And then also adding to the closing list is watering the flowers out front and soon to be some on the side. Want to make the shop look pretty, and it just there's so much sun that beats down on them. We have to water them every day, so that's going to be added to the list: the umbrellas and the plants in the garbage can outside. And I think the last thing I want to tell you about, or a couple things, is that I am going to be hiring somebody soon. So we'll add someone from our team that's going to hopefully be here for a long, long time and have a lot of flexibility in their schedule, but also be 18 to help with opening and closing. And then also Brielle. Brielle will be stepping up in a leadership role. As many of you know, our girl Brie is gonna, at some point this summer, grow up and get a big girl job, and we're really excited for her. She's looking at working in banks, and that's great, wonderful thing for her. So we're going to begin to train Brielle on how to do inventory, which I think is a good move. I know that there are people that have been here longer, or people who might be older than Brielle, but Brielle wants to have a career in coffee, potentially. So it being a long-term goal of hers, I feel it's best that we give her this opportunity. So we're also not only changing who's going to do inventory, we're going to change the way we do it and when we do it. We're going to switch to Fridays. So she'll be working pretty much every Friday unless she's out of town. That way John and I can have that information over the weekend to make our lists for Monday. We really want to continually try to minimize the amount of times John goes on runs. 1, for his job, 2, for gas, 3. We would love to have everything we need all the time. So let's get better at that. If you have ideas, I'm sure Brielle would love to hear them. And so would I. And we're also going to create a different system. What I've created in the past worked in the past a long time ago, but our shop has obviously grown a lot since I created that model. So be gracious with us as we go, as you guys always are. I'm so grateful for you. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but it's 11:30 at night. But I wanted to get this out here. So if I think of anything else, I'll do another update later. I'm so thankful for you guys. I can't wait to be at the shop. I get out of school in just over a week, and I intend to be at the shop several days a week and help out however I can, whether it's wash dishes or do paperwork, or I know you guys don't like it when I try to get in the way and help out too much because I'm not as fast as you, but I will help however I can, and I look forward to being there. So more updates to come if I think of them, but watch the tutorial on how to make the country club sandwich. Oh, I do one more thing. The waffles that's listed on the menu, those are coming. We just want to get a few weeks of farmer's market under our belt before we add that, because there's a learning curve on making those, and we're going to start with the beignets. So come by on Saturday if you can and try some. They're delicious. So thanks. Bye.